Martell Holt.
I don't want her to be in a situation where it feels like, you know, where she's being used for publicity. Earlier this year, and I gotta be honest, a family friend of mine who was on another reality show hit me up to go out on a date with him at Blaze and was like, oh, could you have another table open for us because we're gonna have somebody taking our pictures and videos so that they can post it and da-da-da-da, like this was something they had. And I was like, okay. But no blog really posted, only like one place posted it. But my whole point was, now that I see this similar situation, I'm like, is he doing this? Or like, is he being genuine, or is he doing the same thing that he was doing with others?
All right, y'all, things are getting wild in Huntsville again. After weeks of rumors, silence, and confusion, LaTisha Scott has finally broken her silence, and let's just say, she didn't hold back this time. The reality star, who usually keeps it classy and collected, just went off, exposing some shocking behind-the-scenes secrets about what's really going on with Love and Marriage, Huntsville. And from what she's saying, it sounds like the rumors about the show being cancelled might not be just rumors after all. For months, fans have been wondering what happened to the energy that once made this show unstoppable. The cast barely posts, OWN has gone quiet, and social media has been flooded with speculation. But LaTisha's emotional outburst has thrown gasoline on the fire, because she just revealed that what's happening behind the cameras is way messier than anyone imagined. Now everyone's asking, did the cast's personal drama finally destroy the show?
Some of the things that they was throwing at us, I haven't dealt with it. And I felt like it was a distraction because I really wanted to talk about, you know, some of the things we really did have to overcome within our relationship and our marriage. But infidelity wasn't one of them, you know.
Did production get tired of all the fighting and the secrets? Or did something bigger go down, something OWN doesn't want the public to know? Well, LaTisha just dropped some serious hints, and y'all, the truth might be even uglier than we thought. Let's break down exactly what she said, why she's so angry, and what it really means for the future of Love and Marriage, Huntsville. When Love and Marriage, Huntsville first hit OWN, it wasn't just another reality show, it was a movement. A show that promised to showcase successful Black couples building businesses, balancing family, and navigating real relationships. It felt fresh, inspiring, and powerful. People saw themselves in these couples, the wins, the struggles, and the strength.
So you guys have known, you said that I've been quiet. I know a lot more than what I say. And for years, Marcel have been like, no T, don't do that, no T, don't do that. And we really have been trying not to go there with Marcel because I just don't want to be fighting with him. So, but at some point, you have to be like, enough is enough. Like, leave us alone, stop it. We don't say nothing about you. When we do say something, it is like something that has been asked of us on the TV show.
LaTisha and Marcel Scott were part of that original vision. They were the picture of Black excellence, a married couple trying to juggle work, family, and marriage while building something bigger. But as the seasons went on, that picture-perfect image started to crack. The drama got darker, the fights got personal, and fans started noticing that the show was becoming more about betrayal than business. And let's be real, the tension between the Scotts, the Holts, and the rest of the cast became the fuel that kept the show alive. Every episode had viewers glued to their screens. But behind all that entertainment, the cast was breaking down. Friendships were destroyed, marriages were tested, and reputations were dragged through the mud, all for ratings. LaTisha, who always tried to keep her composure, became one of the most talked about names on the show. She was called controlling, fake, even delusional, and the internet had no mercy. But through it all, she kept saying the same thing: I'm just trying to protect my family. Still, it seemed like no matter what she did, people twisted it.
She liked it. It's a lot. Like, you plan your days and you can't stress out all the things that you don't get accomplished for that day. Like, you know, you just have to figure out what's important. We're working it and we're gonna figure it out. I talk to my family a lot, me and my kids, my husband. And you know, we plan out things around the household. We give tasks to everybody, so we have to work together as a unit.
Then came the rumors whispers that OWN was losing faith in Love and Marriage, Huntsville. People noticed the network wasn't promoting it like before. No flashy trailers, no cast press tours, just silence. And that silence started to speak volumes. Fans felt like something was off, like the show they once loved was quietly being buried. For weeks, the internet buzzed with questions. Was the show canceled? Were the cast members fired? Or were they just pretending to film while OWN figured out its next move? Everyone stayed quiet until now. LaTisha finally decided she'd had enough. During an unexpected live session, LaTisha went off. No scripts, no filters, just raw emotion.
Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Yes, your husband has made these false statements about Marcel.
How do you know they're false?
Because I know they're false.
How do you know they're false?
Are they real?
That's neither here nor there for me to say.
Okay.
She said she was tired of people blaming her for everything that's wrong with the show. But then she dropped the real bombshell. She hinted that the reason Love and Marriage, Huntsville might be ending has nothing to do with her and everything to do with the network and how they've been handling things behind the scenes. She said, "People keep saying it's the cast's fault, like we don't want to film or we can't get along. That's not it. We've been ready. We've been trying to film. But when the network starts changing things up and not supporting like they used to, what are we supposed to do?" That statement right there lit the internet on fire. Because it's the first time anyone from the main cast publicly suggested that OWN might have pulled back support from the show. According to LaTisha, the cast had been left in the dark for months. She explained that producers stopped communicating clearly about schedules, scenes, and storylines. She said, "We didn't even know if we were filming a new season or just wrapping up what's left. It was confusing. Every week, it felt like something new was being changed." And when fans asked why she hadn't posted much about the show, her response was simple but powerful: "How am I supposed to promote something when I don't even know what's going on?" That's when people started connecting the dots. OWN hasn't made any official announcements about the show's future. The cast has been unusually quiet. And now, LaTisha's claiming that they were all blindsided by sudden production changes? Yeah, something's definitely not adding up. But what really got people talking was when she suggested that some of her castmates were part of the problem too. Without naming names, LaTisha said there were certain people who made it hard to move forward and who turned every filming day into chaos. And if you've been watching the show, it doesn't take a genius to figure out who she might be referring to. For years, LaTisha's tension with Melody Holt has been one of the show's biggest storylines. The two went from being cordial to practically enemies. The rivalry between their families and the endless back and forth between Melody and Marceau became the show's bread and butter. But LaTisha hinted that the constant drama wasn't just exhausting for her personally, it was destroying the show's credibility. She said, "You can only keep pretending for so long before people stop believing the story." It stopped being real. It turned into a circus. She went on to say that every time she tried to have real conversations about business, the producers wanted arguments instead. "I'd talk about the things we were building, the construction business, the real estate work, and they'd say, that's not what people want to see." They wanted fights, tears, and drama. It's no wonder fans have been complaining that Love and Marriage, Huntsville lost the magic that made it special in the first place. What started as a show about love, entrepreneurship, and community turned into a battleground of accusations and gossip. But here's the twist: LaTisha claims that the shift toward more negativity wasn't the cast's decision. She says production pushed certain narratives to boost ratings, even if it meant making the cast look bad. And when those ratings started to slip anyway, that's when the network began pulling back. She said, "You can't keep tearing people down and expect them to want to show up smiling. We're human. We got families, kids watching this. At some point, enough is enough." Fans in the comments were divided. Some praised her for finally speaking her truth. Others accused her of trying to shift the blame away from herself. But one thing everyone agreed on: this was the most honest LaTisha has ever been. After her outburst, word started spreading that the cast had already been warned months ago that the show might not return for another full season. Sources close to production said OWN wasn't satisfied with the direction the show was heading. Apparently, executives were concerned that the once empowering narrative of successful Black families had been overshadowed by non-stop feuds. The audience was shrinking, and advertisers weren't as interested as before. And while the cast thought filming was continuing as usual, the network was quietly evaluating whether it was even worth saving. Some insiders say OWN considered rebranding the show completely, while others claim they discussed ending it altogether and starting something new with a smaller cast. Now that LaTisha's spoken out, it's clear that the tension behind the scenes was way deeper than fans realized. She even hinted that some of the production staff were picking sides between cast members, which made things even more toxic. "You can't build a real show when the people behind the camera are playing favorites," she said. "That's not reality, that's manipulation." She also mentioned how hard it's been to protect her marriage while constantly being under a microscope. Every season, somebody's trying to bring up rumors, trying to break up families, trying to dig up dirt. At some point, you start to wonder if it's worth it. That line hit a nerve with fans. Because for all the chaos we've seen on camera, the emotional toll it's taken off-screen has been heavy. Marceau's reputation has been questioned, LaTisha's loyalty has been mocked, and their marriage has been criticized endlessly online. And through all that noise, the couple kept filming even when it hurt. But now, it sounds like LaTisha might be done. What nobody expected was that her emotional breakdown would reveal just how fragile everything behind the scenes really is. She said, "I love this show, I love what it stood for. But somewhere along the way, we lost that purpose. It's not about love anymore. It's not about marriage. It's just about hate." Those words left fans speechless. Because if love and marriage, Huntsville isn't about love or marriage anymore, what's left? Right after her live, social media exploded. Hashtags like Save LAMH and LaTisha Speaks started trending. People began debating whether the show could ever recover from the damage or if this really was the end. Even other cast members started reacting. Some posted vague quotes about truth always coming out. Others stayed silent, letting the speculation grow. But one thing is certain after LaTisha's rant, there's no going back. She's opened the floodgates, and the public now knows what the cast has been whispering about for months. The show that once represented hope and ambition is now drowning in its own chaos. And the emotional impact of all this? It's heartbreaking. LaTisha admitted that she's been struggling mentally trying to hold everything together. She said filming became a burden, not a blessing. When you're fighting rumors, fighting for your marriage, and fighting just to be seen in a fair light, it wears you down. It's not just her either. Other cast members have faced depression, public humiliation, and social media bullying because of the storylines that air. Fans forget that these aren't just characters, they're real people. Behind every clapback and viral moment are families dealing with the consequences. Kids reading hateful comments. Spouses questioning loyalty. Parents embarrassed to go out in public. And while fans are entertained, the people living it are breaking inside. That's the dark side of reality TV, the part LaTisha says people never see. And that's why she finally snapped. Because when the cameras stop rolling, and the lights go off, she's still got to live with everything the world thinks about her. But here's what's really interesting. Even after all that emotion, LaTisha didn't completely close the door on the show. She said she still believes love and marriage, Huntsville could be saved, but only if it goes back to its roots. She said, "We need to get back to showing Black families doing great things, not just tearing each other down. If we can't do that, then maybe it's better to let it go." That statement hit differently. Because it wasn't just shade, it was honesty. A rare moment where she sounded less like a reality star and more like a woman who's tired of pretending everything is fine. It's unclear what OWN plans to do next. Some insiders say the network might let the show quietly end without making a big announcement. Others think they'll try to reboot it with a smaller cast, focusing only on a few families. But if LaTisha's words are any clue, the damage might already be done. Fans are split. Some say the show needs to die so everyone can heal. Others say it deserves one last chance to tell real, authentic stories again. But one thing nobody can deny: LaTisha's explosion has completely changed how people see the situation. If this really is the end of love and marriage, Huntsville, it won't just be another reality show canceled. It'll be the end of an era. This show gave viewers raw emotion, real arguments, and moments that made people laugh, cry, and reflect on their own relationships. It showed the beauty and the pain of trying to build love and legacy at the same time. And even though the drama sometimes overshadowed the message, fans kept coming back because deep down, they cared about these people. They wanted to see them win. They wanted to see them grow. LaTisha's breakdown might be painful, but it's also a reminder that sometimes, the truth hurts before it heals. Maybe this is the reset the show needs. Maybe it's time for everyone to stop performing for the cameras and start being real again. Because at the end of the day, love and marriage, Huntsville started with a dream of showing what Black excellence really looks like. If that dream can't survive in this version of the show, then maybe, just maybe, it's time to let it rest. And if it does end, at least it'll end with the truth finally outspoken loud and clear by the one woman who refused to stay silent any longer. LaTisha may not have all the answers, but one thing's for sure: she's not backing down anymore. She's reclaiming her voice, her story, and her peace. And whether love and marriage, Huntsville comes back or not, she's already won something much bigger: freedom. So what do y'all think? Do you believe LaTisha's version of events? Was OWN really pulling back? Or was it the constant drama that destroyed the show from within? Either way, one thing's certain: after this explosion, nothing will ever be the same in Huntsville again.